Hi, and welcome to Hannah's Writers Podcast. My name is Charlotte. I work as a Year 2 teacher in a primary school in London. If you haven't had any podcasts from Hannah's Writers before, then have a listen on their YouTube, Spotify, Amazon Music, Podbean, and Apple Podcasts channels. You can also search for them on Google or through Bing or whichever searching website that you use, and it will take you to their website, and you can find their podcasts straight from their website as well. So, on Sunday, the 15th of June, it is Father's Day. To help celebrate this day and to honour all fathers in the UK, in this podcast, I'm going to give you some gift ideas that you can use to help celebrate your dad and show him how important he is to you. And just to look at different ways of celebrating your dad. So to start off with, here are some ideas that you can do or show or use to help show your dad just how much you care about him. So number one, buy him a book as a present. If your dad's one of those dads who enjoys reading a good book, then you can find good books from Waterstones, W.H. Smith's, Through the Works, or just through Amazon or eBay. And there are lots of best-selling books out there that you could buy as a gift for your dad with so many different genres. It just depends on what your dad is enjoying reading or what kind of books he's interested in or, what kind of genre he likes. So if your dad has like a favorite author, then, why not buy the latest book for him? If they're not making any new books, then maybe you find an old copy of a book that your dad likes. You can find it on Amazon or eBay, probably pretty easily. I mean, it's the thought that counts, and hopefully he will appreciate the time and effort that you spent getting him the present. Number two, tell a story about a time when your dad was there for you. So, you don't have to tell everybody the story. You can just tell a few people or just tell your dad. So if your dad's not into reading books, then maybe you can tell a story about your own dad to your dad, if that makes sense. So maybe think of a time when your dad was there for you and then retell the story to your family or write it down and give it to them to read. Or you can even create a poem for your dad. That would be nice. It's just something to show your dad that you appreciate him. I'm sure your dad will appreciate it. And then you can both share your versions of the events that happened. Maybe you can both talk about what happened and you tell him, this is what I thought and what I felt at that time. And then he can tell you what he thought and he felt during that time as well. And it's a nice way to let your dad know that they are important to you and that they helped you at this special moment and this special time in your life. Number three, write a story about your dad. If you're a creative writer, or if you enjoy being creative, and you want to write something for your dad, then why not write a short story for him? Or you can write a short poem as well for him. Or some of you who like graphic novels and comics, then why not create a short comic story for him? This is a nice gift. Also, you don't have to spend too much money for this one as well. You just have to be creative, and you can either, if you wanted to, you could make your dad the main character in the story, maybe give him some special powers or give him some special characteristics. Maybe he's a sleuth detective in the story, or maybe he's a adventurer. If you're writing a poem, what good qualities can you write about about your dad in your poem? Or what can you write about what he likes to do? And again, I think he would appreciate the effort and the time and thought that you have put into this work. He'd probably really enjoy it, especially if you made if you're into comic book story writing, then he'd probably enjoy being a superhero, going around chasing bad guys and saving the world. There are also lots of different websites that you can use which can help you make a personalized book. Quite a lot of them say make a book for your child, but I'm sure they could adapt it for your dad, especially for if it's a gift and you want to do something special. And doing a story about your dad or writing a story or poem lets you make your dad the main character. When do they ever get to be the main character of a story? You could even include yourself, your mom, your dad, Your brothers and sisters, if you have any, add them in. Maybe your friends as characters. And it will also then help you give a good idea, write good ideas and short stories about your dad, or just stories in general, especially if you're not very good at it. If you go on the websites that give you advice and they offer you help and support, then it helps you to start a story from beginning, get through the middle, and then the end. Number 4, if you're not into writing or not that creative or you don't want to do it, that's fine. You maybe buy an experience for him. It doesn't have to be for him to be writing or drawing or creating. If you can afford to buy something, then why not buy an experience for your dad? Something that your dad may not have done before, or maybe it's something that he's always wanted to do, but he's never done it because maybe he thought he didn't have time, he didn't have the money, maybe he thought it was just a silly thing, it was like a passing phase. And I mean, if you can afford it, I'm not saying go out and break the balances, work out how much it costs for the experience. It could be like bungee jumping, or it could be jumping out of a plane, or if you're not into that, go-karting, driving a bike, driving a expensive car. I know for my dad, we bought him an expensive car experience. It was to drive these expensive cars around, kind of like a Top Gear moment. So he went to drive like Mercedes and Ferraris and, those kind of top of the line cars. And it was a nice experience for him. He really enjoyed it. If you can't afford, buying an experience for him, maybe look into something else that you can get him, but something to show that you're thinking of him for this day and something you want to get him that he will enjoy. Number 5, you can make a gift by hand for him. If there's nothing that you want to buy for him, or if you don't want to write stories about him, then why not make something for your dad? If you can knit or crochet, or if you have some other type of skill where you can make things, you can use that to make something. Why not make something for your dad? I'm sure they'll appreciate it, and it will still remind them of how much you are caring for them, how much you like their presence, and it's just a nice reminder for them as well, to remind them that, it's a lovely gesture and a lovely thought. Number 6, why not make a meal for your dad as well? If you enjoy cooking, or you enjoy making tasty food, like if you bake, cakes and bakery goods are always welcome. Then why not make a meal or a bakery or a special treat for your dad? I mean, what else would be better than a homemade meal that you can make? And not just for your dad as well, you can make it for the whole family. You can make it for everyone and share the food with each other. And it's just a lovely meal that you all share and have together. And that would be a really nice thing to have. Well, that's all for this podcast, and I hope that these ideas give you ideas. I hope that these ideas help you in your search for gifting, like your dad for Father's Day. Have a think about what you want to give him, what you want to do, what you want to make. If there are any other ideas out there and you think, oh, I could try this, then go for it. Why not? It's not about how much money you spend at the end of the day. It's all about thinking about what your dad likes and what your dad would appreciate. What fun and creative gift would they prefer, rather than, something big and extravagant that they're not going to enjoy or they're not going to like. If you have any other fun or creative gift ideas to share, then leave a comment below. Let others know about it. Give them their ideas as well. Thank you very much for listening to this podcast. If you enjoyed this podcast and would like to listen to more, then you can listen on Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, Podbean, YouTube, and Spotify channels. Just look for Hanaz Writers. Remember to like and subscribe. If you're interested in writing or you want to become an author as well, then why not visit Hanaz Writers' website and sign up? Their website is there to help you write your own stories, write your own blogs, and more. It's there to help support you as well. Any help or support that you need with your writing, they have some skilled writers that can help you to improve your writing. So check it out, go on the website, have a look around, and if you feel it's for you, then why not sign up? Thank you for listening, and until next time, bye!